Bark. Heck. Bjork.
Robo in the middle right there.
Fuck is this?
And Marl's right next to him.
Ask me if this is fucking Chrono Trigger. God damn it. It's a Squaresoft game, yeah. And it's old enough that it's actually Squaresoft.
So, oh yeah, and there's blue-haired Goku over there on the left.
Fucking blue-haired Goku.
I mean...
On the far left? Yeah, sort of. Well, you were here for, the other part of this. Well, one of the other parts. I can't remember which. Oh shit, the Discord shit again.
Yeah!
Yeah, Discord chat again. That's fine.
Blue-haired Goku.
Yeah, it's blue fucking yeah. Goddamn blue-haired Goku. He's actually named Red.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
he's actually right. the henshin. He's just like a straight-up goddamn Kamen Rider. His story was pretty hype. He was the first one we did. But we're gonna
when I was here last, we were doing
our, oh, we were doing loot, right. Yeah, that was a trip. Finished that one.
Yeah.
It was pretty weirdly brief. It ended about the way you would expect.
Yeah.
But we're about to start a wonderful little monster child today. Ricky, because I figured out what the problem was.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is he like the monster kid from that other game, which has a monster kid, which is also a Squaresoft game?
Probably.
Yeah.
This is my lovely friend Hakami, by the way, who's been here before. So which game with a monster kid? There's honestly a lot.
Shit, I can't remember.
There's been so many.
Yeah. It's a Squaresoft trope, I think, honestly. It's just it's become a Squeenix trope. All of their RPGs have a monster kid or a monster person. I mean, FF6 has it, I think. FF7 has it. Chrono Trigger has it. FF8 doesn't really have. Well, FF8 kind of has it because of the dog. 9.
Yeah.
9.
Sort
of. 9 have it?
It was the protagonist in 9.
Yeah. And Freya.
Well, no, that was the hot rat lady. She was a different trope, I think. Honestly,
she's a monster person. FF10 has a monster person. 11, you can be a monster person.
Well, that's all the best waifus are.
Yeah.
Oh my
12,
god.
Not really, but Vaughn kind of counts since he's a monster.
Vaughn is an abomination.
Exactly.
Also,
monster person. I forget to turn off flux all the time. And I'm like, man, my monitor is dying. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. I'm just stupid. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the sequence that was dying before, and fun fact, it's because they used a real clever trick where only the left 2/3 of the screen animate. The right side is a still that shows properly even when you're not fully emulating everything, and the left side fails to show unless you emulate the whole ass thing. The left side being the part where the text is actually popping up. Either that or maybe the whole thing is animated and it just doesn't update that screen area. Not sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It was pretty neat. But you would never have known that. Well, no one would really ever figure that out unless it failed the way it did.
I see.
Yeah, so Grandma's dead. And so is the whole world pretty soon.
Oh, that sucks.
I cried when Grandma died. I wonder if I'll cry when my whole world dies. Well, that's a good start for Ricky. A wonderful little monster child. Fuck.
You know.
That's a rough ass deal. So wait, what was the conversation that got cut off? Because I'm completely incompetent. I forgot to fucking start a screen share. We're talking about, you were reading the whole ass California Penal Code because of, you found out that knives are illegal for left-handed people.
Yeah, so imagine your basic lock-open knife, the kind that's banned in Britain, for the record. Can't have these. You're not allowed to have locking knives in Britain because of the knife laws. Not sure if that actually has done anything, but it's an interesting restriction. Anyway, you have a liner lock knife, or whatever, where you open the blade, and part of the liner between the blade and the handle snaps out and blocks the blade from closing.
Yeah.
So these things also have, usually, 90-something% of the time, have belt or pocket clips on them. And the belt or pocket clip is almost always on the right side of the knife. As in, when you open the knife with the blade's cutting edge pointed down, the clip is on the right side. Because most of the people in the world are right-handed, which is true. But if you're left-handed, you have to put, well, you don't have to, but you tend to put the knife in your left pocket, which means that the clip is on the left side, so the blade's dull edge is facing backwards, away from your direction of travel.
Yeah, I could see where that is going.
Yes. So, the California Penal Code states that a knife is a gravity knife, which is a protected special term, if you can remove the knife from its location of residence and deploy it in a single motion.
Which, for the record, you can do with just about any knife.
Well, here's the deal, though. If you're right-handed and you pull that knife,
it takes an extra
the blunt
motion,
edge is the blunt edge is forward. So then you have to flip the knife in your hand and use your thumb on a stud or use your other hand or something to get the blade to deploy outwards. If it's in your left-hand pocket, though, when you pull it out, if you pull it out and the hinge is loose enough, you're grasping the knife by the bottom of the handle, so because the knife is folded, that's where the point is. And if you flick it down sharply, you can deploy the blade almost instantly, and then you're holding effectively the reverse grip.
Not the
that
knife.
Means
a fucking
that
ring
if you're
quest.
If you're left-handed and do that with your knife, oh no, you now have a gravity knife.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
illegal.
goofy.
You're not allowed to own one of those.
Well, let me tell you.
But if you put it in your right-hand pocket, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Let me tell you, fucking laws are really goofy.
Laws are goofy, and you can tell what people have tried to do in the past by looking at laws. I mean, there's some great writing from the Crusades era about the prescriptions for the Knights Hospitalier and stuff in the Holy Land when they were there. There's some very specific ones like, thou shalt not sell your horse to pay off a gambling debt. Thou shalt not abuse the stable boy. Thou shalt not abuse the stable boy with another knight. Thou shalt not.
All sorts of rings. Seriously? Yeah, no, that's like clearly some asshole did it, and they're like, all right, guys, stop it.
Brother Jenkins has decided in his infinite wisdom.
It's like that that list of things that Mr. whatever his name is no longer allowed to do in D&D, etc. I've got one more recent than that. Speaking of funny laws, buddy of mine I work with back east told me that in fucking either Maryland or New Jersey, wait, no, it's New Jersey, that the laws regarding brass knuckles are legal. They're legal? You might expect. Yeah, brass knuckles are legal in New Jersey. The law the law explicitly states metal knuckles are illegal. It bans metal knuckles. The word is metal. That is written there. So people buy Lexan knuckles.
Of course, that makes sense.
Isn't that fucking cool? They buy fucking Lexan knuckles because it's not a metal.
Well, geez,
it's about the same weight.
Someone's gonna just at this point, someone's gonna just create a genuine ass Ultima glass sword, murder a man with it, and then point to the penal code, and it says it has to be metal. See?
Oh wait, I can't go battle those shit kids outside. Oh wow, I'm a human now, I guess. Oh, you tail.
Nah, humans with tails are just like regular humans. No one sees the tail; they just ignore it. You know how it goes.
Okay, straight up, half the shopkeepers are pterodactyls in this game.
I mean, yeah, see, there you go. Well, pterodactyls are a protected merchant class.
So weirdly enough, it's like I actually kind of like that this like isolated town of monsters in like a pocket dimension, I guess. Fucking was like, all right, look, you gotta blend in when you go there. This is the best we can do, is make you look like an anthropomorphic monster human. Ricky's like, all right, cool, I got my disguise. I hope it works. Walks in and the bartender's like a fucking robot.
Everyone looks at them. Everyone's like, "What? No, he looks totally normal. There's nothing wrong with him. He's an animal just like the rest of us." The robot's going, beep boop.
Yeah, look at the fucking Cantina band. You've got You've got chocolate elf, normal human drummer, robot on the fucking xylophone, the tech xylophone, and a three-headed purple dog person playing the horns. Okay, there we fucking go. Hey, about the rings, Ricky says, like, just everybody in this world's supposed to know what the fuck these are.
You don't know what the rings are? Everybody knows what the rings are.
I'm looking for some, like this one. Oh, dude, kid.
It's like sailors in Shenmue.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm looking for some rings. Rings. Well.
Yeah, it's like the fucking every character in a goddamn Bethesda game. Like you walk into Whitehold and some assholes just scream about those goddamn Battleborns the moment you try to talk to them. And it's like, dude, can I get a hello? Maybe like your name? Talk about the weather or some shit. Like people talk about their very personal quest the second you like approach them.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm trying to find justice for the murderer and rapist of my cousin. Right?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi. I'm Eric. What's your name? Shelfdon Battleborn.
Yeah.
What?
So this incredibly shady gal is actually after the very same rings that I am. Which is cool.
What are the chances? What are the chances?
You
Everyone's
sure
talking
know a
about
lot
the
about
rings.
these.
Someone.
Oh, you're
Everybody's
studying
talking
them.
about the goddamn rings.
Good,
Great,
good.
you know?
Ricky just dodges the question instinctively. Oh, never mind.
Why wouldn't?
Fuck. Ricky's not a very smart child.
You know, Ricky's got issues, alright? You live in a pocket dimension with monsters for your entire life. You're gonna, eventually you're gonna just start trusting everybody. Nobody ever comes in or out, right? We're all friends.
For real. I hope that, like, this scenario still has some money in it, because the last, like, one or two very clearly didn't. Holy shit. It's an actual tragedy, though. Like, I think as games have gone on, people have started to, like, get savvier to, like, how to spread out your lack of a budget. You know what I mean? So it's less visible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, EYE is a great example of that.
Was that?
Divine Cybermancy, that insane Half-Life 2 engine, a Source engine game, made by those crazy French guys, who they ended up making Space Elf Deathwing after it, which I think was okay, not great. EYE was one of those things where, it's like you give a second grader a refrigerator box and you say, here, make a set for your play, and he cuts it out and he makes sets. And then there's that one kid in the class who's like, cardboard's corrugated, right? And he peels the front off the cardboard and the middle out of the cardboard and the back out of the cardboard, and he's got 3 times as much cardboard to use, and he makes like half a really elaborate mansion, and then it's like, I can't make the whole mansion, I ran out of cardboard. And you're like, wow, that's critically flawed as far as the plan goes, but I'm not impressed with what you've done.
Right?
That's what EYE is. I mean, EYE is a beautiful, beautiful game that the world needs more of.
Oh my god,
it's
so
overly ambitious.
I really gotta check that game out sometime. So I fucking just talked to Mei Ling, and she's like, alright, look, the world's full of people who are gonna manipulate. I should stream it. The world's full of people who are gonna take advantage of you, Ricky. Don't show anybody that ring from now on. And Ricky's like, okay, walks 5 feet across the room, is like, hey, Mr. Drunk Man, you know about rings? I'm looking for them.
Yeah, you seen any rings like this one on my hand? But it's not one of them, trust me. I'm just looking for other ones like it.
T26, you're really goddamn ripped and always super helpful.
Yep.
Come with us. Fucking, you weren't watching the last episode. Fucking, T260 carried, Loot's entire team through the, I think that's like the second time he's carried in one of the scenarios that aren't T260s, or aren't theirs, I think, because they're robot. But, like, they have an ability called Plural Slash, or, well, all mechs can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's fucked up. It's just called Plural Slash, and it's, like, 12 slashes. Robots
that
are,
is
like,
a plural, yes.
Robots see, like, the fucking humans doing double slash, and they're like, oh, that's good. 2's better than 1. How high can I extend that? Just raise N. It's N slash now, motherfucker.
The robot's like, okay, so the human moves its arm 45 degrees to slash. Logically, 2 slashes is 90 degrees. My arms can spin freely.
While blood in enemy greater than 1 do slash.
Pretty much. Things you never want to hear from your robot party member after a combat encounter. Oh, I've just noted that blood from these enemies does not degrade my functioning whatsoever.
You're right.
Good!
Great! Yeah, just T260 just coated in gore.
Beep boop, master, is this acceptable camouflage?
New joint, alright. I should probably save this shit so I don't have to do this again. But yeah, fucking T260 is good. I'm really happy I'm saving them for last. Honestly.
Yeah.
Now knowing how hype Reds was, like,
Yeah.
I'm glad I started strong with that one, because some of the other scenarios have very much run out of cash. You didn't see the one ending where it, like, literally Blues was the worst so far, the most egregious. I don't know if you were there for that one, but the final boss fight kind of comes out of nowhere. Like, it's kind of a giant space flea from nowhere, but you can piece together what it was supposed to be from context. Oh, a drunk joined. Cool. The thing was, when the boss dies, it jump cuts to black and shows the end.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And
why
I
not?
mean 1 frame jump cut.
Nice.
It's bad. Like it was.
Sorry. In that 1 frame, they were going to put a 1 frame of the director bowing in shame and attempting to make up for it, but they couldn't get the picture in time for cert.
And you know what sucks is you can tell that they still stretched to do the rest of Blue's scenario, because that was in Blue's the Magic Nerd, because there was already a way more hype climax about an hour and a half before that. It sucked. So I guess I'm going to the offices? I don't know. Dude's name Mr. Caballero? What the fuck?
Mr. Caballero.
Mr. Caballero.
Mr. Caballero. That's a hell of a name right there. That is good.
That's great. It's one of these sequences.
Ah, yes.
What was that fucking laugh track? There's a fucking laugh track stored on this disc. Straight up, what the fuck?
You know, this is the same tonal whiplash problem that a lot of SquareSoft games have. You know it's there, where they're trying to introduce some levity. It's FF6 has this problem with Kefka.
A little bit. This game doesn't actually. Like, here it occurs as a result of the game having nowhere near enough money, and its original intended design was 7 stories. Like in game to begin with. Take the budget out of that, and your dialogue is like really compressed.
Well, it's
like they're not really trying to like write. They're not awkwardly writing comedy in where there shouldn't be any. They're actually taking the story like very seriously. It's just highly compressed, and you get the whiplash out of that.
Yeah, it becomes comedic because you have drama and farce in the same sentence, practically, and that we see that as comedy.
Mm-hmm. The roller coaster is now a paint mixer.
Yeah, pretty much. You can see that. There's that approach is one of the approaches you can take to it, or you can take the Xenosaga approach, where you just fart a cutscene of text at the player.
Oh man!
And say, this is what we didn't fucking get around to. Real sorry. Let's pick up the story where we actually kept doing stuff.
Oh man, that one breaks my fucking heart.
It's a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker.
But at the same time, I'm almost like, what the fuck did you expect? The ambition of, like, if you look at the escalation of, like, the ambition of fucking Xenogears, like. It's like you just kept opening new threads. Fucking George R.R. Martin for the whole first disc. You just opening threads and introducing aspects of the setting and new characters and new factions and new lore, and you're not fucking resolving anything. And you get to the second disc, and Squaresoft's like, "All right, chop nerd, you got no money left. Finish the game." And he's like, "Oh, but I got all these things to wrap up." He's like, "Nah, cauterize him."
Yeah, it's this problem where you want to create. I mean, and this temptation is anywhere for anybody that's doing a narrative work. You want to world build. World building's fun. It's fun to iterate on all the secret societies in Punjobia, the city of thieves. You know, the main character will probably not meet any of them. He will be robbed by a man who is a member of one of those secret societies. And then the author makes the mistake of thinking, but the reader needs to know about the intricate play of hierarchies.
And it really sucks because, like, you're not going to get money to make that until you, like, win the Yokotaro lottery and somebody's like, all right, you got potential. Let's have Platinum make a game that you want them to make.